Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a source we found. It's a really glowing review of James Clear's book, Atomic Habits.
Yeah, Atomic Habits. It's everywhere, isn't it?
It really is. And the core promise, the tagline, tiny changes, remarkable results. So
Mhm.
our mission really is to pull out the most impactful stuff from this review for you,
Okay.
especially if maybe you felt a bit stuck trying to build a good habit or, break a bad one.
Right. And this review, it doesn't just say it's good, it actually calls it a blueprint for lifelong change,
Okay.
which is quite a statement. Very practical seems to be the angle. Less theory, more doing.
Okay, yeah, let's unpack that. The reviewer really seemed impressed by the actionable advice
Yeah.
and the clear structure. Those are the words they used.
Right.
They specifically mentioned the 4 laws of behavior change and that loop: cue, craving, response, reward. Apparently that whole system really clicked for them, made them rethink their day.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here, I think, is how the book makes habit formation seem less mysterious. These 4 laws, they're basically just principles, like make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. Simple when you put it like that.
And the bad habits.
You flip it, make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, unsatisfying.
Yeah.
And that loop cue, craving, response, reward, that's just, well, how our brains work. A trigger sparks a desire, you act, you get a reward. Understanding that is like getting the user manual for your own habits. You can start designing them.
Designing them, yeah. It sounds like it takes it beyond just gritting your teeth and using willpower,
Exactly.
which brings us to what seems like the real kicker for the reviewer, their memorable takeaway. They quoted this: "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems."
Ooh, that's a good one.
It is. It's powerful.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean, though, in practice? How did the reviewer see it playing out?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's huge. It basically says, forget just relying on motivation flashes. That stuff burns out.
Yeah.
It's about designing your environment, your routines,
Yeah.
making the good choice the easy choice. Almost automatic.
Automatic, right. So it's less about trying harder and more about setting things up smartly.
Precisely. Think about how many times you've set a goal, been really fired up for maybe a day, a
Yeah.
week.
Then it just fades.
Exactly. This book, according to the review, gives you the how to make it stick. Like wanting to write daily isn't enough. Maybe it's about having your laptop open, ready to go at the same time each morning. That's a system,
A small system.
a tiny system,
Yeah.
an atomic one, you might say. And the review stresses how this applies to, well, pretty much anything. Losing weight, studying, writing, stopping procrastinating, whatever you want to change. That's why they called it life-changing.
Okay. So wrapping this up, what's the bottom line for you listening right now? It sounds like this book, based on this review at least, is a really practical